My dear fellow Kenyans, I greet you all in the name of our republic. A very good evening. Ndugu zangu wa Kenya, ni masikitiko yetu makubwa sana kuona kwamba hawa wanasiasa wa two term ambao wenyewe wanajiita ni viongozi wamekosa sera isipokuwa matusi. Kuna mtu hapa kidogo nilikuwa nataka tumtizame. Hebu msikilizeni huyu mtu, maongezi anayoongea. It's a shame to the Kenyan politicians. William Samoei Ruto, hebu sema nao watu wako wapunguze. Kenya hatutaki matusi, tunataka sera zenye kusaidia wananchi. Hebu msikilizeni huyu mjinga mwingine akili yake.
Unafanyanga usiku usema ati William atakuwa one term. Wewe utajua siku hiyo William haizi kwa one term, blood fucking.
Blood fucking.
Kama baba yako alikuwa two term. Wewe ulikuwa two term. Nani alikuwa two term? Kwani William alikula nini ya nani? Hiyo kura tutajaza.
Jazeni.
Wanani simbajaza kura?
Ndio, jazeni.
Kwani yeye sio mtoto wa mtu?
Ndio.
Kwani nyinyi ni special?
Wakikuyu sio special. Ndio. Ndio. Ay. Wakikuyu ni bloody fucking. The same Kikuyus who put William Samoei Ruto in State House today are bloody fucking. Oscar Sudi. Nimekwambia kila siku, he who cannot thank man cannot thank God. Kama wewe una ugomvi na Uhuru Kenyatta, acha ugomvi ule uwe baina yako wewe na Uhuru Kenyatta personal. Lakini usitukane wa Kikuyu ukawaita bloody fucking. The last time I checked, Kikuyus were Kenyans, a tribe in Kenya like any other Kenyan tribe. A Kenyan tribe. A tribe that gave the highest votes to William Samoei Ruto. A tribe that without the votes of this tribe, William Samoei Ruto would have not been in State House today. And today, that very tribe is not called the Kikuyus. It's called the bloody fucking. Oh my God. Shame on you, Oscar Sudi. Shame on you, William Samoei Ruto. And you call these presidential advisors William Samoei Ruto. Watu kina Oscar Sudi, kina Hassan Omar Sarai, kina Hassan Ali Joe. William Samoei Ruto, have you ever sat down and think about it? Halafu juzi unatoa video, unasema ya kwamba sisi tuko tayari, lolote lile atakalo kulileta Mungu tutalipokea. Hata kama tutashindwa kwenye uchaguzi, itakuwa ni Mungu ndo ametaka. No. Don't put the blame on God. Nyinyi mumeshindwa kwenye uchaguzi kwa sababu because of your own stupidity, because of people like these. Ni kwa sababu ya watu kama kina Hassan Sarai, Hassan Joho, watu kama kina Oscar Sudi, watu kama kina Faruk Kibet. Ndio, these are the people who threw you down the bus. But not God. God gave you the mental capability to think. William Samoei Ruto, umezungumza nini wewe baada ya matusi haya yalipotoka? Kabila zima linaitwa bloody fucking by someone who is called a leader in your government. William Samoei Ruto, stand up. Condemn this form of activities. But bloody fucking. Oops, my mouth. Let's see. Oscar Sudi, you call people today blood fucking? Well, let's see with these blood fuckings? Will it be them blood fuckings or will it be you? Lakini nimekwambia Oscar Sudi. Now I'm giving you an example. Madaraka ya kwenye siasa si kitu cha kuaminika. You remember what happened to Miguna Miguna? Miguna Miguna stood firm with Raila Amolo Odinga. What happened to Miguna Miguna? When Raila Amolo Odinga joined with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, when he was in Uhuru's government, what happened to Miguna Miguna? And believe me or not, you go around, unatukana watu, unaita watu bloody fucking, ukitegemea ya kwamba umeegemea nguzo ya William Samoei Ruto. My friend, this message is for you, Oscar Sudi, Hassan Omar Sarai, Hassan Ali Joho, na matusi yenu munaozunguka na intimidation zenu za kutukana makabila mengine. It will not lead you anywhere. Bloody fucking oops. My tongue. Well, my dear fellow Kenyans, back to the USA. President Donald J. Trump, we come to you as Kenyans. We are not going to talk much. But as I've said earlier before, America is being regarded as one of the highest democratic nations on the planet. I'm just going to put this matter to you, Mr. Donald Trump, in a very, very simple statistical form of understanding. You want to establish a Ebola quarantine center in Kenya. Matter of this high level of sensitivity requires public participation. People's lives here are at risk. Kenyans' lives are at risk. Kenyans are not only prepared, Kenyans are not only more than ready to help the Americans, because the Americans have been helping us. But Mr. Donald Trump, we cannot bear the consequences of accepting Ebola patients in our nation. And because of this, the people of Kenya, the judiciary of Kenya, have all refused. The Kenyan High Court have issued a statement blocking the Ebola quarantine center not to be built in Kenya. It has refused. Donald J. Trump, please try to understand the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya have refused. We do not want Ebola quarantine centers to be established in Kenya. We have nothing against the American people. We are with the American people. They're our brothers. They're our sisters. They're our mothers. We help one another. But in this form of manner, we cannot. We don't have the financial capability to fight with Ebola in case a breakdown happens to blow up into the nation. We do not have the economical consequences that we can't bear. It will be too much for our nation to bear. President Donald J. Trump, please respect our judiciary. The court has refused. The court has stated very, very clearly that the quarantine center must not be set in Kenya. How comes, President Donald J. Trump, how comes you are refusing to accept, you are refusing to obey the rule of law? Instead, you are obeying the rule of politics. You are following what Mr. What's his name? William Ruto is telling you. Donald Trump, you should not. You should stand by the law, with the law, in the law. If the Kenyan law says no, President Donald J. Trump, you should go by the law. The last time I checked, you were preaching democracy. You were preaching justice, Donald Trump. As far as I am concerned, the reason as to why you went into war with all these other nations is that you were fighting for democracy. Democracy must prevail. How comes in the name of God that an independent nation like Kenya has issued a statement and you, a nation, refuse to obey? Well, let me tell you what the people of Kenya are planning to do. If the people of Kenya have refused for the quarantine not to be set in Kenya, and you go ahead using force simply because you think William Samoei Ruto can do it for you, President Donald J. Trump, you are putting your own citizen at a higher risk, because the people of Kenya will burn down that quarantine center. And whoever is in there will face the consequences. The people of the United States, we beg you, we kindly request you, we would like to put this matter to you in a logical, academical manner, in such a manner that it's in a form of a judiciary manner. The government of Kenya is not the last say. It's the people of Kenya that are the last say. And the people of Kenya cannot accept Ebola patient in their nation. We can't bear it. Please, Donald J. Trump, people of Kenya will burn down that quarantine center, and whoever is inside it will go by the wind. My dear fellow Kenyans, I understand that we are on a demonstration. Yes, we are. And we cannot accept Ebola in our country. Kenya is a peaceful country. The people of Kenya are peaceful. Our constitution is peaceful. Our judiciary is peaceful. We love our military in Kenya. The Ebola center is going to be set nearby a military center. We have our military families who live nearby. We have our children who live nearby. We have our mothers. We have our sisters in Laikipia, in Nanyuki, wherever place you are going to set up this Ebola quarantine center. Mr. William Samoei Ruto, if you have no mercy for the people of Kenya, if you think you don't give a damn shit about Ebola, then why don't you and Mr. Aden Duale set this quarantine center inside the State House? If you think you really love the Americans, Mr. William Samoei Ruto, why don't you set this quarantine inside the State House? Then we will know that you're really trying to do something. You set this quarantine center inside the State House while you live there yourself. God damn it.